Hey guys, welcome back. Had a slight error with the last recording. I recorded an entire 30-minute video with everything muted. So I could hear it through my headphones, but it didn't broadcast through the system. So we lost 2 days, but yep. Alright, well, we'll do this all over again. So here we go. Alrighty, I guess I can just skip ahead to certain things. Go ahead and put some oxygen down. Okay, dig that up. There we go. All right, guys. Well, basically, where we left off is we're building all these power generators. We got to make oxygen generators, and that way our people don't suffocate. We got to rerun our wires, which means I got to dig. So, alrighty. Let's go ahead. We'll get that dug out and get this done. So, note to anybody that does recordings, kind of a no-brainer, but always make sure that everything is turned on and working before you record. If not, you will regret it. Because I just wasted half an hour on recording. Because I didn't pay attention. So, hey, lesson learned for everybody. This is only my second video, so I'm allowed to make little mistakes. Just not big ones. Dunk. There we go. Oh, I'm out of copper again. No big deal. Let's see what I gotta research. Okay, they're doing that. So, not too bad. Just this one. 4 things I gotta research. Not that big of a deal. But yep. The way I like to do it is I will be putting the generators over here for the natural gas over here, which you get those through your natural gas generator, which you got to research obviously. And then you've got what actually makes the natural gas, which is your fertilizer maker, which I still have to research. Let's see. Nope, no ugly criers. Alrighty. But no, the best way to do it is, like I said, you have your 10 batteries aside, and what that's going to do is allow you pretty much to store up a lot of power. Because the last thing you want while everything's going on is for, while your dupes are asleep, to oh, there it goes. I was gonna say, well, let me do anything. Anyway, while your dupes are asleep, to run out of power. It's not really something you want to happen. As I explained in what you want to do is, the mush bar is great. It's quick, it's easy, but it can cause diarrhea, and the food quality is low. If you go up to your lice loaf, which is made from the mealwood, it's not as terrible, and it's still 1,000 calories. It takes a little bit longer because you have to grow the seeds, then then they got to make the loaf out of it. So it's really what you want to do. Best thing to do is actually do it like this, and then what you can do is go under cooking once these guys research this. But you actually have a cooking station, which will allow you to take your mush bars and fry them, and they're not as bad, which is actually good to have. So let's see, we got our power back. With your coal generation, it's really good. If you have issues with them actually putting coal in your coal generators, the fastest way to make things happen is to just pause the game, go to, well, here, I'll just show you guys what to do. Basically, pause the game, go to jobs, wipe everything off, and tell them only to deliver. And then that'll get them to put coals in your coal generator. It's the only way I figured it out so far because for some weird reason, they like to run and not put coal in there. Don't know why, but that's what they do. So, yeah. Alright, let's go back and unpause that. I keep trying to build stuff that I don't have yet. Because like I said, I already did this once and messed up the recording. So, yeah. Anyway, let's find something to talk about. Yay, research done. Okay, that's done, which means I can make refrigerators. Alright, let's get that next. Yeah. Okay. One thing I want to tell you guys about is your. I don't really use them, but they're really, really handy, which I probably should means I probably should use them. But your pressure management, what it's going to allow you to do is you can basically, instead of having one of your duplicates go in and shut power off to it, you can do it yourself by raising and lowering, how much pressure. Like this one, it's gas pressure. This one's liquid pressure, and then you've got increase or decrease volume of gas in the pipes, liquid in the pipes. It basically will keep your pipes from breaking depending on the certain pressure you're putting through them. But with the gas pressure, basically, let's say I want to keep these from running. Well, instead of waiting for your duplicate to shut it off, you can just take your pressure gauge and turn it to all the way up or all the way down, depending on if you. Basically, they act like on and off switches that you can manually control, opposed to having your guys stop whatever they're doing and then go do it. So that's really handy, and I just tried to dig and make it build something faster, which obviously does not work. Okay, let's do this because I need this power now and all that now. So there we go. Alrighty, got that going, and we'll have them do that. Alright, gonna need them to dig that out. So we'll go to here. There we go. Alright, and as I explained in the last video, you want to have 3 of these going. And as soon as they get power, what you can come in and do is find out who's your best cook. So you can sort by skills here on the right. Sorry, not on the right, on the left. And by clicking that, it basically brings up who's good at what. So right here, Joshua is my best cook. So once this gets built and the wires go in, what I'll do is I'll wipe Joshua's skills out and tell him to only cook. And that way I'm guaranteed not to run out of food. So really good skill to have. And you know what? We are going to actually learn this stuff. Because I just talked about how it's nice to have an off and on switch. We're going to be doing natural gas, and I really don't want my gas getting out. So we're going to do that, and then we will build this over here. Let's see, we've got polluted water there and there, which we can turn into. And what you want to do is, algae's good for your oxygen oxidizers, and the slime actually makes polluted air. But you can take the slime and using your, let's see if I actually have access to it yet. I don't think I do. Let's see, power, plumbing. Here we go. It's called a biodistiller, and what it does is it takes, as it says here, it converts slime into algae, and when it does that, it actually makes polluted water. So, if you want to save it, like if you actually get a map with low water supply, what you can do is take the slime to make algae, and then that slime, when it makes polluted water, can be filtered into usable water. So you can actually, in a way, use slime as a water source. So, just a little tidbit there. Let's see. I think the core's done. So, well, that's weird. All right, decor's done. So let's go ahead and get this working. There we go. And I know I researched the tables. There we go. Need resources. And I can see the tables are actually good because by having a place to eat, it actually reduces their stress, which is really what you want to do. You always want to reduce the stress as much as you can. And I don't know why they're not digging that out, but they'll do it when they get ready. But as you can see, I got a food shortage. There's food here, but they're doing everything but building this. So you really got to micromanage this game a lot to get them to do what you want them to do. So if that's really not what you want to do, if you're into a game that you can just set up, leave it for 3 hours, and come back, then this really isn't the game for you. It is fun though if you like to semi micromanage. Um, if you're into Age of Empires and other games such as that, then this game could be fun. It all depends on what you like and what you don't like. Basically, to each their own. So, but I do find the game fun, and I wish more people did videos on it. But I've only found about 2 or 3 people that do that I actually like. But right now, I'm having them clear all this out so we can get some oxygen over here, and then I'll actually start working on it. Now, what you want to do is you want to have one person cleaning up, because even though I've got a lot of copper out, it's not going to register that until there's a lot of it or it's in these bins. So what you can do is you can actually go in here to jobs, and like I said, when you're in jobs, I recommend pausing the game. Again, you do what to each their own. But what you can do is you can select a person to just sweep everything up. And since he really can't cook, I'm gonna have Joshua here sweep everything up, so nobody else does. And when you sorry about that, guys. And when you have something selected like sweeping and you make it a priority 9, the best thing to do is actually to go through and take everybody else off of it. That way you're guaranteeing that nobody else actually starts doing it. Because otherwise they could start sweeping instead of cooking or something else you want them to do. So, and since Joshua's my best cook, obviously I'm not going to have him doing this forever, but just until they get this done. So, alright, let's go ahead and unpause, let him go back to work. And apparently I messed something up. What'd I mess up? Nope, only one person sweeping, but yet everybody's delivering, so I don't know. I messed something up, but whatever, as long as it gets done. Excuse me, but I ate popcorn today, so it made me a little bit gassy. Sorry about that, guys. Wake up! I sleep too much. And see, guys, now that I'm sweeping, I've got, it says over, as it shows right here in the raw metal corner, I got over 3,000 raw metal now. Whereas before, it didn't show that. So you definitely periodically you want to do a massive sweep or just have one person that sweeps constantly, and that way you really don't have to worry about it. But otherwise, you're not going to know really what you've got. As I'll show you here in a minute, when they grab this stuff, you'll see the raw metal actually go up even more. So just because you've mined it and it's sitting on the ground, the game may or may not register that you actually got it. So that's why constant sweeps are actually important. And I built a little bit more than I wanted to. There we go. And you can see the food's getting a little low here, so hopefully they're done before then, or someone's going to starve to death. But with 5 of them going, it should get done pretty quick. Now, this is now, another thing you can do is if you've got your stress way down and you've got a ton of food, but a lot of stuff needs to get built, you can actually tell everybody that they can't do anything but dig and build. And that's going to raise their stress level pretty high after a while, but you will get a lot done really, really fast. So it just depends on what you want to do, how you want to do it. Um, you've got to find the strategy and build that works best for you. You can't just go on YouTube, find somebody's idea, and copy it to the letter. Because what you do and what they do, it's not going to work the same. Because you're going to do something your way opposed to the way they did it, and it's just going to turn out differently. So, okay, well, apparently this isn't working. So we're going to turn all processes on and cancel all sweep jobs. Because, like I said, they're out of food, but they're not doing anything else. So we'll just do that. There we go. And let's get them some... Well, I've got to put power in these. I'm not very bright, am I, guys? And gals. No discrimination here. Everybody's happy. Alrighty, there we go. Now we got food power. And we'll need to do that. And some of this. Connect all this power up. And guys, what you want to do, I forgot to mention in the last video, is when you're doing your wiring, you want to hide your wiring and plumbing as much as possible. Because if they see that, they will actually get stressed for some reason. So you definitely want to hide as much as possible on your wiring. And there we go. Now they're all doing what they got to do. And let's make that a 5. Because this isn't really important. You know. However, food is because they are starving. So let's make all that a 9 right here. And let's get some food going. With power. There we go. Now we got power going. And who are we going to have cook? Joshua, I think. Yep. Joshua is our cook. So there we go. And see, right now it says I got a food storage shortage, but no one's starving. And that's because there's enough food lying around here and from other plants to keep that from happening. So, and luckily we just barely avoided this. So, alrighty, let's get cables up for that. For our refrigerators when they get it researched. Let's check out research. Oh, the fridges are researched. Yep, shows what I know. Alright, there's 1, 2. And let's see, furniture. Yep, mess tables. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's throw an oxygen generator in the middle of all this. Because, as you can see from the oxygen overlay right here, they got breathable gas. It's not really the best quality, low concentration. You know, it's breathable, but it's not really breathable. So, I want to fix that. Alright, let's put the cable in for here, and there we go. And then just because it looks like we're running low on power, we'll put... Yeah, let's go with 5. And then... Oop, I'm out of copper again. Anyway, we'll go ahead and hook these up. There we go. Alrighty. Getting back to where we were before I made a mistake. Let's see. Definitely, we need to get these up and running because their stress is at 87. And like I said before, guys, you really want to try to keep that stress level down. Because a stressful dupe is an unhappy dupe. And if a dupe is unhappy, he will make your life very, very unhappy. So, yeah. You always want to make sure they stay happy. There we go. We got food going up. And let's see. You know what? Let's see who's our best diggers. Alright. Otto's a great digger, so we're just going to have him do nothing but that. So, again, like I said, you want to pause the game when you're messing in this area. Because you could accidentally turn something off that you didn't want to. Now, see, I made 3 builders, 3 diggers. Unfortunately, that leaves only 1 person for power. Which, right now, I'm not making a lot, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. If it becomes a deal... Actually, you know what? Let's see. Who's my best power makers? Alright, here we go. You know what? Let's make her back on power and take that off. Alright, there we go. I've got 2 diggers, 2 powers, and 1 cook for right now. And ideally, what you want to have when you get up to it is 5 people making power, 3 people making food, and 4 diggers, 4 deliveries, and 4 builders. And the reason why I say break it up like that is because if you have one person doing 2 things, yes, it happens, but it's not as quick. Because basically, if you have 2 builders and everybody else delivering, then they're constantly building where they don't have to leave the area and everyone's delivering everything they need. So to me, that works a little bit better. And I don't know if I said it this time around. I know I said it last time. With the coal generators, if you make them and you have people that don't want to go and do what you asked and actually keep those things full, what you can do is basically, oops, messed up there. What you can do is you can just set them all to deliver, and when you do that, what it's going to do is it'll just it'll actually make them put coal in there, because for some weird reason they don't want to help themselves out. Not sure why. To me, that's not very intelligent, but hey, again, to each their own. There we go. Okay, let's see how we're doing on power. Alright, and so as you can see, guys, this is in green, and you do not want your batteries in green. You actually want them in white, because if they're a producer, which is in green, you're not storing anything. Where if they're the other way around, they're storing power, and you'll be good, throughout the night. Basically, the more power you're storing, the better. But again, this is my philosophy and how I play the game. Find what works for you. Because again, what works for me may or may not work for you. Okay, you know what? We got decorations. Let's get some happy stuff going on here. Oops, let's cancel that. And you know what? I want to put a battery right there. There we go. And definitely you want to put the paintings where they eat, really where they work, and especially where they sleep. Because it's going to raise the decor level, it'll help them relax faster. because the more relaxed they are, the better workers they are. The more stressed they are, the less they actually want to work. You know, imagine that, a stressed person not wanting to work, but you know, that's what it is. Oh, Otto, why did you throw up on the floor, you nasty, nasty boy? There we go. And since Otto threw up, now everybody else has to deal with it. Ah, Ada and Otto threw up. Shame on you guys. And as you can see now, they're throwing up and they're polluting the water. So. Alright, let's see if we get more ugly criers. Yeah, don't want vomiters at all. Vomiters make everything bad. One thing you can do, and I'll try this later if I actually survive past the 100 cycle mark, is I will go in and we'll put everybody at destruction and see how that does. Now see, they complain about power, and there's one right in front of them, but he's too busy throwing up to build the power. How much sense does that make? So like I said, this game will try your patience at some points, if not a lot. But nothing you can really do about it. Alright, we're on cycle 15. And they're still throwing up everywhere. Now, who's got starvation? Well, Travel, you dummy. If you're hungry, go eat. So that's one thing you guys, I don't know if you'll find it annoying, I certainly have, is that they'll, like right there, he just peed himself, but there's 2 bathrooms here. No, it makes no sense. Makes no sense whatsoever. Ah, you guys. You know what? Let's just have everybody do everything. Let's see. Yep, those are probably done. Okay, let's get some power going. Alrighty, with 3 of them going, that should be nope. Huh. Ah, that's why. Those are working. Nope. Oh, it's eating all my power. Oh yeah, these guys. Let's see. Disable these for now. And like I said, guys, you can get ahead of the stress eventually, as long as you keep the food and power going. So. Let's see, how's he doing? 71. So Otto's the one stressed the most. Awesome. Research finished. What else they got? Alrighty, 3 more and they're good to go, guys. And I can delete all this and get my copper back. They picked a fine place to fall asleep, didn't you guys? Alright, let's get our coal generators going. Because I need more power. Yeah, let's go 3. And we'll put that there. And then, let's see. Oh, those are 2 squares. I messed up. Alright. Okay, there's 1 and 2 spaces and 2 spaces. And nope, that'll do it. Alrighty, got those in. Let's go and get these tiles going. There we go. And put a storage here and a storage here. Would you quit vomiting everywhere? You nasty, nasty person. As you see, guys, I've got these at level 9. They're not building. They're not doing anything. Really annoying. Well, this is why having a high stress level with idiots is annoying. He's stressed. The bed's here, but he won't build it. There we go. Auto got it all out. His stress is down. Let's see. Who's my best cook? I think we already figured this out. Yeah, Joshua. Alright. Let's just do that. Let's see about the research. Okay, they're coming along on that. I'm gonna get the water purifier and then the higher cable. Oh, and I gotta research the showers too. Alright, let's go and do the showers. Now, let's see if we're generating more power than we're using. We are not. That's another issue you'll have guys with massagers. Joshua's my main cook, but he's not going to cook anything even though everybody's out of food. So, when everybody else can cook, but they won't do it either. They've got their own things they want to do. So that's kind of an issue with this game. That's why I said you got to categorize people to do certain things, or nothing will really get done. They're all out for themselves and what they can get and do. So, let me have to look forward to in this. But, I mean, once you get it, I make it sound bad, but once you get everything up and running, it's not that bad. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Hit my mic. Well, guys, believe it or not, the first time I did this, it was a lot better. Um, but I didn't have the mic on, and everything was muted. I could still hear it through my headphones, but the recording was taking everything as mute, so everything I did was bad. Um, all this was done. The tables were good. I had a ton of food, and everything was good. But I guess we'll finish up our research, and then we'll pick it up tomorrow after that. So let's go ahead and get their showers going. Well, once I get some resources. Okay. And the air scrubbers you want to put right in here. Keep everything real nice. And we can get rid of that. These should be level 9. Yep. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, he's a level 40. So, yeah, he should be getting off of that soon. Here we go. Ugly Crier. Bodybuilder. Awesome. Like I said, guys, the Ugly Crier... one thing that's neat about Ugly Criers is because they cry so much, they'll actually replenish your water supply if you get them stressed all the time. So there is an upside with those guys that have it, having them stressed. Everybody else, you got your destruction, your vomiters. Not the best ones to have stressed. You don't when they vomit all the time. Once they're done vomiting, their stress does drop dramatically, but then you got polluted water. It just this doesn't work. All right, food is finally starting to go up. Let's check our research. It's getting there. 3 more points. We'll have that done, and then we just have these 2 to go. Okay. And then once all that's done, definitely in the next episode, once we get our showers up and built, we'll come over here and we'll start our natural gas. And then we'll come over here and start our hydrogen. Which, come to think of it, I could probably... Yep, I'll just do the hydrogen right here. That'll work. So let's see... Hydrogen. I don't have it researched yet. Oh, yeah, I do. Just need more material, which is all right here. Let's go ahead and sweep that copper up so I can use it. Because again, guys, if you can have all the resources in the world, and if you don't have them swept up, the game just won't register. As you can see right here, it says I've got no copper, yet there's copper here, here, and a lot up there. So, it doesn't always show everything, and I don't know why I keep hitting escape to get rid of that. And as you can see with Forerunners, we actually are getting enough power. Abe's down there plunging the toilet. He took a big dookie. Alright, 1 more point. There we go. Alright, 2 more to go. Like I said, guys, got a lot of carbon dioxide building up here. So you really want to get your research done while you've got an oxygen surplus. Because that's going to allow you to do a lot more of the game and not worry about it later. So, I don't know why it keeps doing that. So what you can do is, have 3 of these, have 4 of them. Do 4 of these, research everything, and then build 4 of these, research everything. I find 2 and 2 works really well, but you know, you do 4 or 5, whatever you want to do. You know, tie them all up in research. But you've got to, you know, obviously you have to compensate for power coming in, power going out. And Otto is very stressed. And for those who have already subscribed to the channel, thank you so much for your subscriptions. Appreciate the support. You know, let's see if okay. Nope, that's already been done. What do I need? Copper. Yeah, we'll go ahead and run the plumbing. Here we go. And tile it up. And need copper and raw metal. Let's see. Oop, almost done. Awesome. And like I said, guys, you always want to have one person making food, always on food, because it guarantees nobody's going to starve. And one thing you definitely want to do is keep your storage right next to your food. Because as you can see, he's grabbing dirt here, bringing it up. Just makes it a lot easier for food preparation and other things. Alright, last research. And like I said, you guys can do these if you want. I haven't found a use for a hydro fan, you know, or, you know, cooling stuff. I just haven't found a use for it. I'm sure there's a reason for it. I haven't found it. So maybe in later episodes I will, but for right now, nope. Alright, this will be the last thing we need to research. Alright, food's slowly going up, power's going in, perfect. See, like I said, guys, the stress is going to be touch and go when you're playing this game, but just keep pining away, and you will eventually overcome the stress. So, all right, yep, everything's on. Everybody's on everything except for Joshua. As you can see, he's grabbing dirt from here, throwing it right back in there, going right back to work, which is definitely what you want. And unfortunately, those guys won't stop running unless they have to go to the bathroom or until the power gets topped off. Which, really, if you think about it, is not a bad thing. Okay, I do have a cable there. Okay, cool. Kind of like what I like to do, guys, is put a power generator right next to where my runners are. That way you can kind of gauge, okay, how much power am I getting? You know. Now, one thing you can do, if you get the stress to 0 and you've got $50,000, that's funny, $50,000 food, what you can do is really just turn off all the skills and just tell them to build and dig. You know, you can come over with your stuff, get everything set up for them, and then just turn them loose, tell them to build and dig. And then when the stress hits 100, you know, put them back to where they can do everything. You know, or you can just wait and gradually do it that way. You know, it's find what you want to do. And really, that strategy only works with the ugly criers because if you get ones that are destructive or binge eaters, you know, they're gonna eat all your food really, really quick. So, you know, definitely want to watch out for that. Kind of annoying here. I've got copper. They're repairing with it, but they won't pick it up. See how much power I've got. I'm gonna need a lot more than that. Okay, let's take Abe and make him only deliver, harvest, and sweep. Oh yeah, and get. Like I said, always keep the massage on. Alrighty. Alright. Alright, one more point. I can delete all this. So let's go ahead and... Well, actually, let's wait till it's done. These two actually can go. So press X, and that's gone, and that's gone. Like I said, you'll get your copper back when you destroy them, so... That's all the research. Like I said, you can do these if you want. I kind of find them a waste of time. You got a medical bay, but I've yet to find anything that's good for. This one's nice. It regenerates when a duplicate, so if you have them fight a lot and they get hurt, it can heal them. But again, you know, I've built it in the past and just didn't do it again because, well, didn't need it, didn't have a use for it. So, okay, let's go. Let's see if we got any criers. Binge, and vomit. No. We do not want a vomiter. Alrighty, as you can see guys, I got my stress down to 52 and dropping, all from just one massage table. The more you have, obviously the faster the stress is going to go down, but the more power you're going to use too. So that is one thing to keep in mind. Alrighty, we're good to go there. So as soon as I get the material, well, apparently I've got a, oh no I don't. I got raw mineral, but not that. So if I'll just grab this ore, we will be set. There we go. Lots of copper, but yet, according to that, I don't have any. So, yay. Alright, let's get this done. So, let's come over here. Well, let's do 3 of them. Let's do 3. So then we'll go to plumbing. And I'm out of copper. Again. So you can see, guys, copper is a big part of this game. In place of copper, you can use gold and iron. And they held up to different degrees of, for power and everything else. But overall, you just kind of have to go with what you can. So, all right, let's section these off. And this is where that switch comes in handy, guys, that I was telling you about. Because obviously, once I get this done, I don't want them opening the doors to turn power off and on. Alright, let's go with the gas pipe. Well, I know it's going to have to run along here, so let's just go ahead and do that. Come down, and let's just run it all the way across. There we go. Okay. Let's get that cleaned up before it goes bad. Alright, and they are almost done running. Sweet. And as you can see, guys, there's, it holds over 25,000 power in each one of these, which is why I said put 10. Because 10 of them is going to run pretty much anything you want in the base. Even when they're not running. Okay, as you can see, guys, they're not really doing anything, so I'll show you what I was talking about. Go in here, wipe everything out. Tell them to get a massage, combat. I got 35,000 food, so I'm not really worried about that. But let's tell them to dig, deliver, and build. And sweep while they're at it. And now, as you're about to see, they will actually do things that you want them to do. And I can't stress enough, you want to keep them at least one massage table going to keep stress levels down. You can kind of get over this early game when you've got a small amount of dupes of just telling them, hey, go do a bunch of stuff and let your food deplete. But as the more you get, obviously you need greater, the demand for food is going to be even higher. So you really want to be careful with that. And you know what, guys, on that, well, we'll let this run out, and then I'm actually going to end it here for the day. As soon as I get all this cleaned up. Actually, you know what? We'll just let them clean it up off camera, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. So if you enjoyed the video, like, share, and subscribe. And if you didn't, hey, tell me what you didn't like about it. All right, have a great day.